Good morning, everyone. Spartans is here. He's first. Anthony Millard. Hello. Cliff. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Oh, did the music not start? Oh, there it is. I guess it lagged a bit. But yeah, here we are. Last hour of the competition. You know, usually I stream the last 2 hours so I can listen to the town hall as well. But there was no town hall today. It got canceled because most of the team was taking the day off, from my understanding, or they just didn't work today. But that's fine. They do the town hall almost all the time, and we already have all the competition details for next week. And to be honest, most of the time they just repeat the same thing they said over the past week. So not really much new stuff to expect there. But we can talk about the Candlestick meta that's coming up next week, and talk about how everybody did on this competition. So I was running this all night. 35 Starlight market box per hour. It's actually going very well. I thought as long as I do 34 per hour, I thought I'm good. So this is as optimized as it can be for my setup. See, 35 cakes. I got everything for 35 jewelry sets. I am still overproducing boom canes, but that's fine. Boom canes are the easiest thing to produce here. CJ Gamer, hello. Dini, hey. I'm at 486 million in stars, which I think you guys should be looking more at your stars than your rank, because the rank isn't really important, to be honest. It's your stars that's important. You can see Nacho and Pyramid 1 million each pretty much. Got O-Town, alright. So it's pretty hard to tell how the guilds did right now. I'm hoping that our guild got second, or at the very least third, but I'm pretty sure we got second. I know who's in the guild, so pretty sure we got second. The leaderboard's not gonna be accurate if I keep scrolling like this. But also, it didn't seem like there was many people that actually tried on this one. So 1,600 joined. I'm not sure how many at least tried. Like, what I mean by try is they got at least 2 million stars. That's from either selling one batch of Starlight market box, or they sold ice, or maybe they did something else. If you didn't get at least 2 million stars, I don't think you tried. Davidson, hello. Sandula, Subdub, and the gang. Crusher, hey, how should we know our placements? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, because we don't really know Crusher until they tell us. And I hope it doesn't take them more than a week. The reason why I say that is, if you guys have been around since last year, the first guild competition we actually had was last year. That guild competition didn't use this guild feature. It's doing the same thing they're doing now, though, where they're just adding up everyone's score in the team, and the team was also 20 members. So it's gonna be pretty much almost the same. The reward for that guild competition was a trophy to the top 3 placements. Originally, it was going to be a name card for the leaderboards, but apparently they can't do that. So yeah, it ended up being a trophy. And yeah, Dub managed to get 3rd place. That's why I have the Dub trophy that I don't think I even placed down. Yeah, this one right here. Sometimes I place it down in the end. Which, it doesn't do anything, but like I tell people, it's $100,000 NFT, because there's only 20 of these. How cool is it to have a Dub in the game like that? Yeah, so technically this is the second guild competition, but I'm still calling it, some of us are still calling it the first, because it's the first one with this guild system right here, which is new. But the reason I brought that up is because last year, that first guild competition, it took, like, Farmer Michelle, I guess, was in charge of giving us the scores right. Or maybe it was somebody else before her. But it took them about 6 months before we found out who the winners were. And then I took maybe another month or so to get the trophy NFT. So it took a really long time to find out which guilds won. We had a rough idea, but we needed it to be confirmed. So what I'm saying is, let's hope it doesn't take 6 months for us to figure out who won this competition. Okay, that would suck. Sandula, check your board to see if I'm 73. Sure. I'll try to scroll my way down there somewhat slowly so it can load. Yeah, you are right there, Sandula. 73rd place. Oh. Oh. David Heaton, what's up? Yo, Dub, good luck in your guild. Thank you. Yeah, I think we did well. All the dub guilds, I noticed, I'm pretty sure this happened to all the guilds, but at least one person in every guild ran into some kind of issue. But hey, it's like a 5% chance it happens to you, right? So there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, actually, speaking of which, I ran into an issue. Thankfully, it wasn't that big. So you guys remember on Tuesday, I was adding everything to auto sell, right? Well, first of all, look at this right here. I never added Golden Heart Necklace to auto sell, believe it or not. It was never added. It's starting to build up for some reason. I'm not really sure why. But look at that. That could have screwed me up. And what almost screwed me up is that I forgot to auto sell Mystic Matter. After I got on the second day, I had 110 Mystic Matter in my warehouses, and I had threw away 7 Starlight Market Box and a couple other items. I don't think I lost too much because I have a lot of storage, but I did lose a couple Starlight Market Boxes from that. That could have been so much worse if I forgot to check it when I woke up. I had it running all night, so I didn't lose anything on offline mode. But yeah, that could have been bad. So I think we can blame AutoSell or blame the team for not making AutoSell better, but yeah, most of us messed up with something, big or small. Tabuka, hello. You started late? Oh, the stream? Yeah. I figured they weren't gonna do the town hall. I actually did wake up late though. I woke up like an hour ago, but usually I wake up 2 hours ago from now at least, or 3. Lex will double compute manually. Maybe somebody will. I'm not gonna try to figure that out, Lexel. Maybe somebody else can do it. Cassio, hello Dub, show your guild please. So for the guild, I'm only gonna be mostly just showing this and this. I'm not gonna scroll through all the members because we didn't agree in our guild to share our entire list. Guild library reveal. That's about half of it, Cliff. Lolokobo mostly shared Styling Rides, Light Circus, and Sugarcane stands with our team. I didn't borrow anything from him, but some of our guild members did, and it really helped them out. Autosell is pets. It's like playing whack-a-mole. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Perhaps I never added Sterling Silver Jump Ring. It never showed up for long enough to set it. True, it probably just got all turned into Lobster class. Makes me wonder if I added it. I think I did though. Yeah, it's right there. Sterling Silver Jump Ring, Sterling Silver. Yeah, but there's some stuff that shouldn't overproduce. I actually not sure why Mystic Matter overproduced. Maybe I was making too much cotton yarn? Oh yeah, I am. That makes sense. I should have expected that. 48 glue, 49 cotton yarn. I'm overproducing cotton yarn by 1 per hour. That's what caused Mystic Matter to overproduce. So it took a day to build up a bunch of Mystic Matter or something. That's not actually, that doesn't really make sense. Whatever, I won't think too much of it, but yeah, Mystic Matter overproduced somehow, even though I thought it was pretty balanced. Yeah, you just never know. That's why I say you gotta put everything on auto cell. Even though with the current system, it's pretty annoying. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. Oaken Shield, hey. Like, so I think it's pronounced as Lolo Kobo in English, Bald Grandpa. I don't know. I think I translated that right. Ives took my honey over 12 hours to build up and jam me a bit. Okay. I mean, that would suck too, yeah. Spartans is 110 per hour candlesticks at low rates. Well, the main thing there... Well, let's break it down, right? 110 steel, 330 wax, 110 cotton yarn. It doesn't... 110 steel doesn't feel like a lot. Spartans, we're talking about with NFTs, right? With no NFTs, it's lower than that. Let me think of blue steel. So like blue steel requires 5 steel. 110 steel would be 22 blue steel. We're not making blue steel. I'm just using it as a comparison. I'm actually not sure how hard it is to make that much wax. Wax is the same as honey, actually. You just need all the bowls and the nectar. Well, what I can tell for the next competition is that the Haunted Maze Zone, the full set, the Style and Rides for the passive iron, that's going to be huge. And, actually, I'm not sure what can help you with the cotton yarn. I don't think we have anything that really helps you with the cotton yarn. I mean, your passive energy and passive water drum NFTs will be useful. Pretty sure people are gonna want mines for all that iron. Oh, and the steel mills. Yeah, those need all those water drums. The next one feels pretty easy, to be honest. Yeah, with NFT. It feels kind of low, Spartans, but hey, it depends how many NFCs you have. Bottleneck is lumber and bowls. Oh, you would need a lot of lumber, actually. Yeah, all that iron, all the lumber you would need for the wax, the lumber you would need for the cotton yarn. Yeah, you want to make sure you're actually producing enough lumber. You probably want to be overproducing that because you're balancing it between 3 different things. Good point. Cotton would be the only crop you would need. I don't think you would need that many tractors. Let's go over those details real quick. Because I don't even remember the biome that they announced. I did put the crafting recipe and the cash boost stuff on the Town Star playbook already. That's been updated. Let me pop this up here. There it is. 20-second trade time. Candlesticks. So it's plains biome with mountain on the east, south, and a river on the west. Oh, that's good for all the mines that you'll need for the iron. You can have all your trees over here next to the river. Oh, you can't. You probably won't want to have the mines close to the river, obviously. It'll waterlog them and slow them down. And you can't have trees over here either because the mountain will cast shade. So maybe this can be like water facilities. Yeah, that would probably be best right there. You got a bunch of trees over here. Probably have your fabric plants somewhere in the middle. And probably the whole north side ish for your wax setup. I don't know what else to call it. It's a rough idea if I had to point it out. But yeah, it looks pretty easy. Which I'm glad to see an easy one after this. I don't know, I think it's easy, but Maybe it's just because we're doing something really difficult right now. Those of us that are doing Starlight Market Box, they're gonna cash boost milk, so that's gonna be a good option. And ceramic bowls, which is good because you're gonna make ceramic bowls. You're not actually gonna be making milk for the final product. But hey, some people like to do milk, especially if you have the NFTs for it. It's wool yarn, huh? For some reason, I was thinking it's cotton yarn, even though, yeah, it does say wool yarn on here. Let me actually double check if I put the right information on the Town Star playbook. Because for some reason, I was thinking it was, you know, like a cotton wick, like they put on candles, or I figured. Let me check that real quick. So, no, I actually put it right on the Town Star playbook. Well, my bad, guys. I was saying, cotton yarn, but it's actually wool yarn, so you don't need any cotton. You just need a bunch of sheep. That actually takes up more space thinking about it. Yeah, damn. Oh, it's pointing me to wool yarn. Yeah, so you're gonna need a whole setup for the sheep pens and meadows, unless you have a wheat stand, of course. Okay. 3 wax, 1 wool yarn, 1 steel. Alright, cool. Thank you. We need that passive lumber NFT? Heck no. But I mentioned this before, I think they're gonna do buildings that require less wood, maybe? Or imagine a beehive that requires no lumber. That would be insane. Let me pull up this visualizer. I think Crypto Dude and Stan added the candlesticks to the calculator. Yeah, they did. Yeah, so that's all the requirements for candlestick. I should have just checked it here. I want to try to do like a quick, rough idea of what I would expect to work. I'm not going to be making a build showcase for this one, unfortunately. I know it feels like I didn't do a build showcase like 2 weeks in a row, maybe. I'm going to be pretty busy this week, to be honest. I've got move-in plans, so I am going to be moving into a new place. I'll have a better office than what I have right now. With the window AC is not going to be right next to me, so it's not going to be as loud. And it's definitely going to be cooler during the summer. So that's going to be great. But yeah, I am going to be pretty busy this week dealing with that move-in process. Rachel, hello. So this is it doesn't matter. This one. Just want to make a quick idea of what I think it would look like, because most people are probably going to do the same thing. Joan, hello. Welcome. No, not the shallow mine. People are going to want to use the regular mines. So I'm going to assume, you might not need to, but I'm going to assume that you're going to want as many iron mines as possible. I might be wrong. But if I were to start building this out, and let me go ahead and move myself to this other side if I can, so I don't block this. Wrong button. Yeah, I'm gonna be behind the chat. I can fix that later. Yeah, thank you, by the way. Thank you, Crypto Nerd and Spartans. Yeah, it is exciting. They didn't give us an oil seep, huh? Let me double check. Yeah, no oil seep. I was just making sure because we didn't get an oil seep here. Alright. Thank you, Herbs. So you want to make sure that you would have at least one passive energy for all of these. I can worry about the whole gas idea later. Probably, oh yeah, probably right here. All right. So like this, or you could either have the gas set up down here or up there, and I think it would make more sense to, well, maybe up here it would make more sense. This is gonna turn into a quick little designing session to try to help out the people who wanna just a quick idea of how to start up. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask also. I see Joan. I joined guild one day after start game. What happened? I think you should be okay according to what Farmer Michelle said. As long as you weren't in a guild beforehand, you should still qualify. Also, very important thing that they did mention, make sure not to leave your guilds right after the competition ends. You want to stay in your guild for at least 24 hours. Make sure your leader knows not to like kick you out or somehow get rid of the guild rate, because they might need more time to double check all the members or something. That's what they said. I don't know what their process is. Martin, what's up? When did you start? Only well, actually about 25 minutes ago, Martin. But I didn't start at my usual time. I'm just coming up with a quick idea of what would work for candlesticks. Well, it's just a quick idea. That's all that is. So of course you would want your gasoline setup somewhere, like so, standard gasoline setup. Each of these power plants, you would want a water pump connected to it. And of course that water pump would require ponds, like that. I usually like to do this, encasing it in a square road setup. Like that. You could have a... well, You'd probably want your lumber mills closer to where you would have your trees. So, like this would probably be better. See, I could encase that. This would also be encased. This, I could do it two different ways. So I could do this, or I could do like I had it. It's really not a big difference. I'm gonna keep it like this because it's more centered. Dilipa, hello. Ikwan, Gozali, hi. A candle and the stick, too simple. Yeah, it seems pretty simple. But maybe we've done so many difficult things, who knows? Maybe that's why it's simple. Girl Gamer, hello. Cliff, what would be no NFT build rate would be? So what I try to compare it to, Cliff, is the blue steel rate that no NFT does, and I think no NFT blue steel I've done 8 per hour? Or 10 per hour? No, I think I've done 10 per hour before, and this was a long time ago. That's 50 steel. So you can do 50 steel, but that would take up like almost a full build. I don't know how you would still have space for the wool you would need. 250 wool. That's not a lot though. And also for the wax and all the lumber you would need for all of that. So I know some people said 50 or even 60 candlesticks per hour. Maybe 50 is possible. I still think that's a little too high though. Probably aim for 40, and from there on, if you have more space, then you can go for 50, but I would say probably aim for 40. Homeboy Gaming, hey! Good job on the comps. Seems like we did well. Yeah, it seems like it, and I hope that's the case. Martin, what am I missing? I read about did well. I see it's just 15 minutes or so. But you mean the competition? Or, I mean, it's about to end in, yeah, about 15 minutes. David, simple build, but scaling up to a good amount will be difficult. Yeah. So I typically would want the lumber mills to be closer to where all the trees are. Right here, you can have 5 lumber mills with full passive energy, and they'll have the water drum. And let's kind of think of how the tree farms would work. So there's the mountain here, right? So these would all have shade. Pretty sure you would want more trees than that. So what if there's a pond? Okay, just trying to keep it simple, right? What if there's ponds like that? And that would let you have trees right here. Let me show you the water. Each tree farm would want at least 5 water. Like that. The tree farms would be somewhat close to the lumber mills. So you can make lumber, you could have the lumber deposited next to the lumber yard, which you would want that to be, you know, closer to where all the mines are, either here or here, as long as all the mines can get to it. And I still have to think about how I would do the steel mills for this. Also the fuel storage, so fuel storage could go there, next to the refinery making petroleum. And you would still want oil pumps. This can all be moved around as needed, but like, let's say 3 of them like that. Trade depot can be in the corner, or express depot, whatever. Right there in that corner. Oh, no, it can't be. That's mountains. What am I thinking? Dang. Then, it could probably be in this corner, and you could use just, trade pier. And, these can be water facilities. Like that. Can also be water facilities. Oh. You could also have 2 water facilities over here because of, oh, even 3 of them because of that setup, but probably not worth it. So, I mean, you would still want to figure out what to do for these steel mills. Joan says, whose guild is up 9? Do you know? Guild? Yeah, I believe Babylon King should be leading that one. I don't know exactly how many members it has. I never heard back from Babylon King on the member count. I don't think that one has a full 20 members though. Are you in it, Joan? Do you know? Diliba, how can we check the guild place right after the competition? I don't think there's going to be a good way, unfortunately. Not until they tell us everyone's score added up. The only thing you could... No, it'd just be too hard to do it manually. We don't know everybody in everyone's guilds. Joe, what's up? Just coming up with a design here. I still have my build running here. No problems. 486 mil points. A top 25 build apparently. I know a couple of the better players didn't play this one. Right. Well, there is a good chunk of players who didn't play this one. Yeah. John, yeah, it's 17 members in. Yeah, if he needed help finding members, he really should have let me know. I could have helped him out. Because on the guild, I did make an announcement if anybody needed members still to let me know, but I didn't hear back from him, unfortunately. So let me think of how I would do the steel mills here. You would want 5 energy for them. Well, you probably can't get 5 passive water drums unless you have NFTs. Oh, and they also need to be connected to a water pump. This would more than likely require more water pumps or more power plants. So say like that setup. I don't know why I have these making energy. They shouldn't be. Oh, let me do energy. I had it on the wrong overlay. Okay. So like this, with this extra power plant right here would allow this steel mill to have the 5 passive energy that it needs. Same thing could be done over here with a power plant right there. You could have another steel mill right there. And if you needed a 3rd steel mill, you could do the same thing over here. That's 3 steel mills. Actually, forget how fast it takes to craft steel. How long it takes. I can't talk. Oh wow, I cannot talk. Steel craft time 1:30. Okay. They do have to pick up 10 iron and the 4 other water drums. That takes a while. I would think at minimum 3 steel mills. Obviously, it depends what rate you're going for, and this idea is intended to be for like no NFTs. But yeah, I would think like 3 steel mills could do it, as long as they have 5 passive energy. You don't want to be manually crafting energy. It's not optimal, and also you're gonna need a spot with a nuke for your pottery shops. See, that's not something I've even considered yet. And that might be able to supply some passive energy to like some of these steel mills. I'm gonna run out of space eventually. You can't have them too close to that. So let's say something like that, which is kind of a weird setup. Actually, why is it a nuke like that? Something like that. Right. So I wouldn't need that power plant because that nuke can provide the energy for this steel mill. Oh, that has 5 energy also. So if you did need a 4th steel mill, a 4th one, you could add a road here and add another steel mill right there. See, then you would have 4 steel mills. If you needed 4, maybe you don't with this idea, but yeah. Let me check the dirty overlay. So now it's showing me dirty. You would want pottery shops to not have any dirty, so like right here. And they would also need to have 2 passive energy, which they do on these spots because of the nuke. Each one of these would want to be making ceramic bowls, like so. So this setup can only support 4 of them. I'm getting 1 dirty from the steel mill here. So if I didn't actually need this steel mill, I could get rid of that and I would be able to have another 2 pottery shops right here. See, like that. Which you might need that. I can't calculate exactly the amount of ceramic bowls I would need. That's just, that's something you figure out while you're testing it. That's how I do it. Additionally, we could compromise and do the steel mill right here. See, it has 5 energy. Go back to the dirty overlay and look, these 5 pottery shops wouldn't have any dirty. So that could also work. And you would want the clay fields to be as close to the pottery shops as possible. Yes, though, if you have forklifts, they will pick up the clay lumps and take them to the warehouse. But if they're busy, then the pottery shop workers can just pick them up. And in that case, better they walk across the street like that. I mean, this would have shade anyways, so you can't have any crops here. Not that you would. But yeah, you would have like that. Yeah, that's probably too much clay, right? But 2 or 3 fields like that. Then this could also be trees. Of course, you would want to put warehouses around these areas. Probably a warehouse right here for water drums. Another warehouse right here. Next to the steel mill. Another warehouse right here next to that steel mill. And let's put maybe another warehouse over here, possibly. The oil pumps really don't need to be here. They could be almost everywhere as long as they're not casting dirty on pottery shops or beehives or sheep pen. Joe, next step is paved road to buy. I hope I earn Gala Fest. Oh, you said you bought the Express Depot on NFC Harbor. Nice. Yeah, Dini, thanks for the like and subscribe reminder. TCP, hey, can I join your node guild? What is the criteria? So the way we're doing recruitment right now is on my Discord. I have a guild recruitment channel where people can just post that they're looking for a guild. If one of our groups needs members, we will invite from there. Because there's a lot of people sending me direct messages while I'm floating. Look, I'm floating over there. Let me set this back. Alright. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people sending me direct messages on joining the guild, but I would prefer them to post on that guild recruitment channel I set up on my Discord. And yeah, if we do have space, we will invite someone from there. Preferably someone that's at least given us some information, like their in-game name, so we know how to invite them. And maybe some info on how they've been ranking. But I can always check that on the spreadsheet. Yeah, that's how you would be invited to one of our groups. Martin, I have seen they go for clay and not oil. Had to take second or third forklift. Yeah, they prioritize clay, it seems like. Well, no, I'm not really sure what they prioritize. I mean, they should go for both. Joan, yes, I asked you first for guild, but not respond. Apologies about that. But yeah, I got a lot of messages from people asking me for the guild, but the thing is, I made an announcement telling people to post on that guild recruitment channel. well, I'll go back to the visualizer for a few more minutes after the competition ends. But what did everyone think about the first guild competition? The meta was challenging. I didn't dislike the meta. I mean, it was cool coming up with it. I would have preferred something easier this week, but hey, part of the challenge. And I kind of already shared what my thoughts were about the guild system. They should keep working on it, of course, but not exactly sure if they're focused now on daily challenges or they want to polish the guild system a little more, or they're working on both, or what's going on there. But it's a pretty decent start. Crypto Nerd, not bad. Fayez, hello. The meta was horrifying. Yeah, that's okay to say. It was horrifying for a lot of people. Basically Stackbox, another version of it. Cliff, very challenging and fun. Alright, that's good. I seen your build, Cliff, so you did well. Yeah. Herps, I like the idea of the guild competition. Love to work with you guys and create a difficult build. It did seem like people were enjoying helping each other out. Those who were helping each other out. I don't think everybody was helping each other out. You can make, Spartan said, you can make lots more Gala rewards. Guild killed your profit. Yeah, so the rewards for this competition, like, I'm not gonna get nowhere, well, I'm gonna get like half the rewards that I would usually get by myself. Maybe some people get more rewards than they usually get, but it's kind of hard to balance that with this structure. There we go, competition ended. And I'll check the scores again after this. Yeah, so I feel like there's gonna be a good amount of people who just earn less on this competition. And just a few people that earn more. And there's gonna be some people that just didn't really do anything, but they still ended up earning a prize, if you know what I mean. Oaken Shield, thought it was good, challenging. Martin says, first guild taught me I like ice build. It's fun. Yeah, not to see where guild ends. Yeah, we'll see what the position's gonna be hopefully soon. I mean, I've done the ice build before, right? Like, I showcased that build. It's an interesting one. Takes a long time to set up. Ready to go? You only need 5 panning sites? Yeah, that's all I needed. The entire panner family setup. Low stake slots, hated the guild side. Meta was okay, super hard to balance. Okay. Joan, don't be sorry, maybe you didn't know who I am on Discord other than... okay. It's alright. Grow Gamer, enjoyed all night building Tuesday night though. Yeah. It was an all night thing, I'm sure. Crypto Nerd says they should have had a separate real-time guild leaderboard. Yes, yeah, I mean, people kept saying that, and yeah, it's true. But they didn't have that ready. They really should have. So there I am, almost 500 million in points. It's not bad. That's like I did half of what Paramin did, right? There we go. Half. What a big gap. Equan says need to have guild leaderboard and guild member score. Yes. Yeah, we should be able to see the guild member score in the guild tab while we're in the competition server. Yeah, that would be good. Salad says, I feel like Stackbox is easier because Jewelry Box is difficult to balance. I believe Stackbox is harder. Maybe not to set up, but at least in terms of production rates. Because what I've seen is No NFT was doing around 3 to 4 Starlight market box per hour. No NFT Stackbox is 1 or 1.5, or maybe at the very best 2, but the difference between 1 and 2, that's like double the rate, right? And you would more than likely need to micromanage the build. Like, you need to constantly be looking at it, turning things on and off, just to make it so that just to make that to stack blocks per hour. What rank did the ice people get? I think you should be asking how many stars they got, really. That would be a better determining factor to see how they did compared to the people who sold the Starlight market box. Wajer also said, I had it right for a moment, then I had to mess up and fix it. Had issues like tractors driving through the grass next to the highway and buildings rotated the wrong way. Yeah, that happened before. Davidson, the Gala structures the competition in such a way as it requires members to help each other, but still the players do not want to share their knowledge or work as a team. In some groups, that is the case. Yes, I've seen that. Oakenshield ended up 146th place. Pro Gamer 355. All right. Martin 517, shorter list, but still happy with it now. So wait what it means in the guild I'm in. That's right. Spartans ended top 50. So Wajer's asking, looks like either TSM or NLO1. First place was not TSM or NLO. It was, I don't know what to call it. Some people are calling it, what were they calling it? I don't know what to call the guild. The guild that we shall not name is gonna win first place, which is a combination of some of the highest scoring players in the game, pretty much. So I'm hoping that our dub 1 group won second, hoping that our dub 2 group won top 5, but I don't know. Salad, the Alliance? Yes, the Alliance. I think maybe that's what people are calling it. Nice job. Thank you, Cliff. Thank you, Martin. Sita, when play to earn starts? So when people ask me that, I assume they mean daily earnings from the daily challenges. That should be starting sometime in the summer, but we'll see. It's been 2 years, right? David Heaton, well done, Dub. Hope your guild finishes second or third. I think we all know who won. Yeah, we know. Alliance won. Joe, 41st. No free lunch. Hey, good game all. The site was surprisingly low this week. That's just because a chunk of players didn't play. It feels like somewhere about 20 to 25% of the people just didn't play. And of the people who played, we don't really know how many actually gave it a good effort. Like, I would like to see how many people at least got 2 million stars, which isn't even that much, to be honest. That's like low effort. Joan, we won't know what rank our guilds are until Farmer Michelle shares that with us, pretty much. No free lunch, we are the Alliance. Okay. Lonely Island, Dub, can you just call us the Alliance? Okay, the Alliance. I will call you the Alliance. Sandula, I feel like the top players leaving their guild to join the other top players is whack. Thanks for staying true, Dub. I was offered, and I've been offered before, Sandula, even for a competition before this one. But I mean, I feel like it kind of defeats the purpose. Nothing against the people who do it, of course. If you have the opportunity, I understand. But hey, I created the Dub Guild. Why would I partner with another one? But that's just me. It's all right. Bayes got 4.5 million with chocolate strawberries. Oh, okay. So it's not bad. It's some effort. With you didn't even have to do the Starlight box. Martin, the myth, the legend, daily earnings. Node is here, guild is here, good note and Gala chain is here, light paper sort of here. Yeah, they need to come up with the second version of the light paper, Martin. So when will that be? And then daily earnings. Watcher, wow, expectations were only 2 mil stars. I don't feel so bad now. That's like at the minimum effort possible, Watcher. 2 million stars minimum, I would say. Sandula, I understand it, but why? I can't explain. Joan says, that's not good. It will be good to have guild rank, top 50 rank. Let me go ahead and load up the this mode because I want to sell some bottles. I shouldn't have that many because I loaded it up the night before. Pro gamer, that's true morality. Well done, Dub. Thank you. Real quick, go back to that visualizer idea. Let's move me out the way if I can. I might be floating over here, but here we go. I'm not gonna finish this idea, and I do have to go in a couple of minutes. I've been pretty busy this week, and I'm sure I'll be pretty busy next week. I'm gonna try. Of course, I want to compete in the competition, so I'm gonna try to practice my personal build on Monday. If I can't, then I'll just wing it on Tuesday. I think I should be able to still live stream it. I don't think I'll move my entire setup over there just yet. I can still keep it here. But yeah, I should be able to still live stream the competition on Tuesday, and I'm gonna get a video out later tonight explaining the competition details, but I have no plans to make a no NFT Candlestick build because I know that's just going to take up more time, and I just don't have the time this weekend. And hopefully people can understand. Appreciate everybody who supports me and enjoys the build showcases. And hopefully for the week after this, I'll be able to do that. So I got these pottery shops for the ceramic bowls, which is going to be for the wax. I am maybe... Okay, you would need a bunch of wild clover, right? If you don't have any NFTs. These don't care if there's dirty. You could probably have them like that. Maybe you'd want buildings here too. It's possible. But let's just say something like that. All the beehives would be making wax. What's the craft time on wax? A minute, I think, right? Yeah, 1 minute on a green craft timer. That's 60. Oh, not 60. It's they gotta wait on pickup time. Let's say you can make about 40 of these per each one. So that would be 200 wax. That'd be enough for 60 something count. That's probably too much. That'd be about 160 wax. Probably at most 4 beehives, I would say. Spartans, thank you so much for joining the Super Dub Club. I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna add the roles to you on the Discord in a bit too. Thank you so much. Martin, for how much you help, not sure I support enough. You support plenty. Thank you so much, Martin, as well. David, they should not have called the team competition guilds. We already had a guild. Should have called them something else. Yeah, they're not the traditional guilds that we've been doing. So it's even a bit confusing for me to talk about it with our guilds. With our main dub guild, which is like 200 people now. No free lunch is saying to Sandula how it worked, but yeah, what you're talking about, some players joined over guilds to fill 20 players. Yeah. Not exactly sure how many wild clovers you would need, but of course people would optimize that as they test it. I usually like keeping the beekeepers closer to the beehives, like that. You will want to make sure you're overproducing lumber though, because otherwise the beekeepers won't be able to pick up the lumber quick enough to take it to the beehives. And you'd also want to have them close to the warehouse that deposits the pottery, the ceramic bowls, like right here. You could have the ceramic bowls deposited right there. That'll do some quick pickups. And so we still need a factory plant making wool yarn, not cotton yarn. Wool yarn. That can be placed almost anywhere except for here because it casts dirty. Maybe right here, and then have a storehouse across from it, and the wool setup can be up there somewhere. It'd be kind of hard to figure out something perfect for this. Alright. I'm sure people will be able to optimize this part. Cliff, thank you so much for joining Team Dub. Man, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. I'll hook you up with the rules as well. Thank you. Smiling Monster, welcome. Lonely Island, saying unfortunately without rewards we're going to be distributed. The top players can't lose out on that much Gala this week. You can claim Gala for forcing the top player's hand. I get that. I mean, some people, they didn't want to lose out on the Gala they usually got. Like me, I'll be losing out on some Gala because of this reward structure. But I mean, that's just how they made it. I talked about this a bit on the video I posted, but I do hope they restructure that reward, the whole reward structure for the guilds a bit more. I don't think they should lock Gala rewards to guilds only. Guild rewards should be something else, like upgradable materials, or even if they do dirt, as long as Gala is part of the individual leaderboard. But I heard in the past the idea was guild leaderboard and guild rewards would be upgradable materials and consumables. That's what I heard. Sarid, 2x, did you get any Vox box in the store? No, I didn't get any of those. I already have 3 Vox and I'm not gonna buy any more until I see something with that game. Like something that's that makes it worthwhile to keep buying Vox or Vox land. Cliff, I started Townsire about around 2 years ago, but I didn't stick around because I had no community. The community really made a big difference on my experience. Glad to see that. Glad you're enjoying the community and everything. Wajer, do you only want 2 pottery shops to have the passive water barrel? Oh, good point. No, I don't. Good catch on that idea. Let me go back to that. Yeah, you want them all to have the passive water drum. That's right. So that means I would have to do something like this. I really think I would want more than 4 pottery shops. I think that you can make maybe 20 bowls with a pottery shop. Let's see, ceramic bowl. Two minutes, 30 seconds. They gotta pick up 2 clay lumps. Yeah, you can make maybe 20 of them. 20, 40, 60, 80 bowls. That's only enough for 80 wax. I feel like this idea is not gonna have enough pottery shops to make enough ceramic bowls. Fortunately. Where's the one dirty coming from? Oh, it's from this. Okay. I want to try to do this with 1 nuke. Hey, doesn't really matter. If you guys want to do multiple nukes, do multiple nukes, right? Because you got so much going on here. You probably don't even need this many mines. I'm just assuming. See, usually I come up with a plan like this whenever I first start, you know, a build that I want to test, a no NFC build. And then it goes through a bunch of optimizations to see, depending on how much of each thing I'm producing. So like if I'm just not producing enough wool and wax and I have too much iron for the steel, then I would change things up, get rid of some of these mines, and yeah, just have more space for the other stuff. So 4 pottery shops really isn't going to be enough. That would require more, really, at least 6 pottery shops. But you would want to make sure that there's no dirty being casted on those spots. So You want 4, 3, 2, 1. What's casting 1 dirty there? This one. Okay. Let me show dirty overlay. See, at least 6. I actually don't think even 6 will be enough. I might be wrong. But at the very least 6. Warehouse could go there. Storehouse could go there. This doesn't have to be moved. Well, no, it could stay in the same spot, really. Yeah, the fabric plant could stay in the same spot. Look at energy. Because I gotta add the steel. I would want to add the steel mill somewhere else. Because these cast 4 dirty. So you can have one here. There just needs to be 1 more energy. That might have to happen. So you see, both of these have 4 energy, right? You would want 5 energy. Either you do this, and you have another power plant here, so that these have all the energy they need. Or you eventually upgrade and replace any one of these with a nuke. Even this one. And then you'd have 5 energy on those. And that would actually be 5 steel mills. You need to get rid of this one because this one would be casting dirty on those beehives. And you can change the roads for this one, like that. And oil pumps, like I said, doesn't really matter how oil pumps are set up as long as they're not casting dirty on anything else. And you'd want a forklift to pick up the oil pump, the crude oil, and the clay lumps. These cast 2 dirty. That's 4 steel mills. More has subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Did you think of subgrid? Martin, usually whenever I do the no NFC builds, I don't even consider subgrid, just to keep it very simple. Subgrid's a little bit more experts. Hey, if I started sharing way better no NFC builds, they would get copied more often. Like that's the reason I try not to show off anything perfect, because then there's like almost no room for improvement. And yeah, sometimes that ends up happening. Like I go kind of overboard, but I try not to. So I think the builds would be more efficient with subgrid placement. That is true. That's why I don't do it on the build showcases. I don't worry about subgrid placement. Also a little easier to mess up. OG Bavir, Haunted West Wing. Is this the next meta? Yeah, I'm coming up with an idea for the next meta. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do a build showcase just because it's going to take up too much time. Do I have a video for subgrids? That's a good question. I don't think I made it. Yeah, I don't think I have a video explaining the subgrids. Because, I talked about it on stream. I don't think I ever made the video about it. Gonna have to be on my to-do list. Please do showcase subgrid. Yeah, on one of these I'll have to. Go back to this. I sold on my wine bottle, so that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna see what I can do in the next couple minutes. I'm not gonna be able to finish this, but it's just gonna be a rough design to get people started if they need help. So you got ceramic bowls. That's gonna be for the wax. Beehives are gonna need to pick up lumber. You got at least 4 steel mills. I think that's plenty. Probably want a warehouse. No, I think those 2 warehouses are good. That warehouse. That warehouse. And not really sure what to do with these spaces. You could have water facilities. Be kind of weird, but you could. Why don't you replace the factories with the NFT ones? Oh, Redgo, I just haven't done that. I'm gonna do something with the with this here. I'm actually gonna do something else. Like, I'm planning to make wine with this. I just haven't bothered clearing the whole thing. I feel like it would take a few hours. So hey, maybe next week. One of these weeks though. It's not really important. That's why I haven't really bothered. So I keep selling bottles. But yeah, that is gonna get an upgrade one of these days. You'll see. It's gonna be a good upgrade. Martin, thank you. Martin says it hasn't popped up yet, but it will in a bit. La 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 la, having fun, lol. Thank you for the donation, Martin. Appreciate it so much. Too late seeing last song. I feel like it's delayed, huh? For some reason it gets delayed. Thank you, Martin. Not really sure what to do with these spots right here. Let me do the sheep pens real quick. See, I was thinking of the sheep pens could be over here somewhere, and I'm really not sure how many you would need, of course. 5 wool for each, so 250 wool. 1 sheep pen. How much wool can you make with 1 sheep pen? 200 wool or 250 wool. We're aiming for somewhere between 40 and 50. 1 minute. You gotta pick up the 8 feed. Somewhere around 6 or 7 sheep pens. No, it's like 6 or 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. There it is, Martin's message. La 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 la, having fun. Let's do 7. You could do 8 or yeah, however many you would need, but yeah. Over there, you'd obviously need meadows or something to feed them with. If you don't need meadows here, then you could have the wild clover, but I think the setup is just fine. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, and you would want like 2 tractors to pick up the wool, take it to the storehouse over here. And then you could have more trees right there. Am I missing anything with this very simple design? The art and decor shop, right? So art and decor shop, crafting candlesticks. What's the craft time again? Like 40 seconds? I'm gonna searching up art. Just search up candlestick. There. 1 minute and 20 seconds. So you can make... You gotta make 5 trips to pick stuff up. You can make maybe 25 or 30 with 1 building. So you'd want 2 of these. You'd want 2 buildings at least. 2 arts and decor shops. Like that. Let me actually do that. Let me have the fabric plants right there across from the storehouse, since it's got to pick up wool 5 times, and then lumber. 2 arts and decor shops. As for the space, oh, you obviously still want your loggers. I'm doing this with no loggers. 3 loggers up here, a logger there. Just put loggers here because I'm not sure what else to do with that space. Oh, you probably want more than 1. You might want more than 1 forklift. It depends. I'm just gonna keep this idea with 1, but you would probably want more than 1 if it's too much clay that gets picked up. I'd actually change this up a bit. I'd do this. I'd add 2 roads, spotted roads as I call them. These can be water facilities because they don't cast shade, and I can get rid of some of this. Some of these can also be loggers. Like that. Right. You'd want to add however many water facilities you need, based on how many water drums you need for everything. And the corner can just be a dedicated builder. Right here. Boom. And that's it. That's how I come up with the designs for the no NFT builds, guys. I did one live. If you do this and it doesn't work, that's normal. Because you gotta optimize it. This would literally be version 1, the ones that I share with my Dub fam supporters first. And then I optimize it further and I share what the next version is once I made more progress. So just real quick, am I missing anything with this idea right here? Is there something that is obviously missing? Sometimes I don't figure that out until I build it out, obviously. And then I make that change before I even like show it off or anything. Right? Is there anything that is obviously missing? Like Wajir had a good catch with that that I was missing the water drum for some of these. Of course, Cliff. Thank you so much for hanging out. Martin, pay process did not go fast enough. Few steps to do. Oh, okay. Yeah. Any estimate on rate of next comp? Some people are saying 50 or 60 on the let me go back to this. Some people are saying 50 or 60 on the Candlesticks. I think it closer to, I would say aim for 40 first and then try to go to 50 because I don't know if you can do 50. The pantry? Oh, of course. Wait a minute. You sure ready to go? Am I missing the pantry, guys? Why am I searching up pantry? I'm searching up wax. So what exactly is the pantry for? So correct me if I'm wrong, but wax gets stored in the warehouse, right? So do I need the pantry? Anyone confirm? Because from my understanding, I do not need the pantry. Where do I find the guild ranking, says All Random? We won't know until Farmer Michelle shares a spreadsheet with us. So that it might take days, it might take weeks, I don't know. Shanra, it was good to see your process and thoughts behind planning. Oh, for sure, yeah. I figured I might as well do this, because I know that I'm probably not going to have time to do it this weekend. Oh, my bad. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, just, hey, you're making sure it's all good. You don't need a pantry. Or wax. It gets stored in the storehouse. It would likely go to that storehouse right there. Thought it was wax. Yeah, no pantry needed. No problem, Cecil. Ultra Marinero. Hi, man. I want to thank you very much for all the videos and other shares. Of course. Thanks, and you're welcome. Yeah, so, hey, if people ask, I need an idea. Here it is. You can tell them they can watch the stream. Or at least watch the last 30 or so minutes of it. Well, I pretty much spent the whole hour working on this, right? But there's an idea. If you want to use it, go ahead. Optimize it, of course, because you're going to need to. This utilizes 2 nukes. I'll share the visualizer file in a bit. I might as well, right? Build cost 36 to 37 mil. I think that's a lot. It's because of the 2 nukes, though. If you can try to figure out how to do this with 1 nuke, awesome. That would be better. And you're probably going to need more pottery shops, but I'm not going to figure that out right now. Girl Gamer this week is, oh yeah, I was going to show that too. It's individual. Townstar Playbook, already have the information on here too. Candlestick meta is going to pay out Gala to the top 1,200 placements. We're going back to standard Gala rewards, just like we saw the months prior to May. So that same reward structure. There's not going to be an NFT reward for this one either. It shall name it Candlestick Idea. Candlestick Idea. Okay. There we go. That back to normal. Yeah, I'll go ahead and share the visualizer file. I might as well, because some people might base their idea off that, so I completely get that. Okay. Well, that's gonna be all for now. I'll be in the Discord when I can, and I'll try to practice my personal build on Monday, and if not, I'll wing it on Tuesday. But probably I'll have some guild members help me out if I need any help trying to come up with something really quickly. But yeah, it'll be a busy weekend, and hopefully I was able to help you out on this stream right here. And I'll see you all later. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you everybody who joined Team Dub, Dub Fam, Super Dub Club. I appreciate it so much. And have a good rest of your weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.